No, I mean, I don't feel obligated. I feel like, you know, I got a lot of, encouragement to do these sessions. And I don't know how to say this without hurting your feelings, but um, I don't really think I need the help, you know?
Well, that will be determined over time. You may not need my help. You may be more independent than I think. But I do think, part of the reason you're here, or you choose to be here, or you're encouraged to be here, is to explore the meaning of words to you. So I said the word sad, and that seemed to resonate with you. What does the word sad mean to you?
Stupid?
Stupid.
Yeah. I think being sad is a stupid waste of time. But you mentioned words before. I mean, I think words can keep you company.
Uh huh. But words can hurt. They used to have that phrase, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." That's not true. I mean,
Are
have
you
words
sure?
ever hurt you or gotten you in trouble?
No, no. What makes you think that?
No. I asked you the question.
Okay. This is what's hard for me about therapy is a lot of it is going back over the same thing. I mean, I told you before that I had the words and therefore it kind of scared other people away. And I mean, that's their problem. But yeah, it got me into trouble.
That's correct.
Yeah, it got me into
That's
trouble
right.
plenty of times.
How does their problem affect your problem? How does their ability to not acknowledge your verbal dexterity
Hmm.
at such a young age,
I like that. Yeah.
how does that affect you?
Okay, I'm going to tell you a story, okay?
I'm all ears.
All right. So I was a kid. I think I was in third grade. And Mrs. Hunter was my teacher. And oh, wow, there's a call from the office. And I have to go down and talk to the principal. And I go down and is there waiting for me. And, he's like, come on in, young man. I'm like, oh, geez, here we go. And then he pulls out this notebook and it's just filled with all these things that I supposedly have said, which he starts reading to me. And I do, to be honest with you, recognize some of them and some of them are pretty cool. He has read all the quotes, my quotes, and he had the librarian who's also sitting in the room look these up. And they are saying to me as a kid, and don't forget I'm 8 years old. Other people said these words. These are not your words. These are the words of, and they started naming names like, okay, T.S. Eliot, Kurt Vonnegut, Lucinda Williams, Philip Roth, Eugene O'Neill. All of these people are supposedly taking my words and I writing songs. They said plays, that kind of thing. Like they were using my information and making poems out of them, which really pissed me off. So, yeah, I got in trouble. I got suspended from school. I was told that I needed to formulate my own way of looking at the world, my own point of view, as if I knew what that was, and that I wasn't welcome back at school until I could actually have an original thought and or give credit where credit's due.
I see. So how did that event shape the way you are today?
Um,
What was your takeaway or lesson from that
yeah,
encounter with the principal?
I would say it's made me suspicious of authority.
Uh-huh.
It's made me reflect on what they said in my own private way, and I, uh, I got to the point where I looked some of this stuff up. And in some cases, um, they were 100% right. That they were, it turns out they were not my thoughts or my words. And well, I had to come to terms with that. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm here. Because, I mean, what this is all turned into is just another problem. Uh, so the principal said, and this guy was not too sharp, that they were malapropisms. And I had to open the dictionary and tell him what that was. It's,
Right.
you know, what he was accusing of, and I can't believe I had to fucking explain it to this guy, was some form of plagiarism.
Connor, I'm going to stop you there. I think one of the rules I mentioned earlier is that I don't appreciate the use of foul language in session. If I can set a boundary, just one, and I think it's really, we're free to speak freely in here, but I don't like the use of expletives in session.
Okay.
Is that understood?
Yeah, I understand. What about clinical terms like cunnilingus or vaginitis? Is that offensive to you as well?
No,
Because
those are more of a scientific nature.
okay, and
Those are words that are derivative of science.
okay,
I'm not comfortable allowing people to freely express expletives. I'd like people to use different words.
okay,
I think expletives sometimes are an easy choice for someone who's not as articulate as you are.
nah,
I think there are ways to express yourself without using expletives. Understood?
yeah, I will. I'll watch my potty mouth, and thanks for
Appreciate
pointing it out. Yeah, I'm glad that our therapy session is about both of our feelings. That's really important to me.
Oh, it's more about your feelings. I just have rules and boundaries that I'd like to set with my clients. And for me, I'm most comfortable having people express themselves without using expletives, and that's just another
Okay,
courtesy that I'd like to be
I'll,
afforded.
I'll extend it. It's extended. No more. Close your ears. No more f bombs, s bombs. A hole. Not going to come out of my mouth.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about this. You've mentioned it a few times. Why do you live alone on an island?
Why do I live alone? When the principal said, "You are plagiarizing," and I found the quotes of those writers and those artists that I thought originally they were my ideas. It turns out they were their ideas and their words. Not all of them, but some of them. And then I realized, I do know these people. These people are very good friends of mine, very close with them, and they are a big part of my life. And if I'm missing anything in my life, which, don't pass judgment on my language or my lack of friends, you got to give me credit for knowing some pretty cool people.
Do you know them in the figurative sense or in the imaginative sense?
Would it be
I
okay?
don't believe that you know or have known Edgar Allan Poe.
Have you asked him? Would you consider that I do actually know these people and have spent some really good quality time with them? And I would say, just because I'm comfortable with famous writers and artists and we bounce stuff back and forth and share ideas, I don't know why people would be threatened by that. I think I don't want any credit. I mean, it's not like I'm going to write a play and star in it or anything like that. But I know these people. I want the world to understand that I'm not making it up. I know these people. My friend Murph. I met a friend recently. You going to talk about that?
A real, live, in-person friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, tell us about Murph.
Murph and I hang out at the parking lot where I go and sit in my van.
Uh-huh.
He's a cool guy. He's a surfer guy. He's got a surfboard.
Murph, who likes to surf.
Yeah, Murph who likes to surf. Yeah, I know it sounds made up.
Is it made up?
No, Murph is real. I'll show you a picture of him. Not right now, but I'll send it to you later.
Oh.
He's one cool guy, and he knows. If I say so myself, he knows a cool guy when he sees one too. So right now, he's my only friend.
That's fine. And at some point, I'd love to verify a Murph if he would like to just pop in his head and join us for hello on Zoom. I think let's meet Murph, who likes to surf.
I just met this guy, and I'm not sure he's going to want to come and do therapy with me. But I mean,
I think it might be good to not tell him that we're doing therapy. That I'd like you to meet another friend of mine.
Oh, I see. Well,
who just happens to be.
I have some boundaries about being misleading when I'm in therapy. I think it's
I
important.
understand. I'm not saying to lie. I'm saying we're just trying to verify. Understood?
Yep, got it.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe it, but our time's almost up.
Yes, I see. What would be the word of our session? What word would you best sum up of all the things we've discussed in our time period? Is there one word that stands out more than others?
Cunnilingus.
Connolly.
Here's another one.
All right.
Verisimilitude.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
Not off the top of my head, but I can look it up.
I didn't think so.
What does it mean?
Of course you can look it up. Anyone can look it up. It means truthfulness.
Good. That's a good word for us to end on. Truthfulness. One must be truthful with their friends, the existence of their friends, words, the existence of words. I'm sorry, am I keeping you up?
No.
Okay. But the word you'd like to end on is what?
Verisimilitude.
Verisimilitude. All right. Good. We'll reconvene next week, and we'll have another word for next week. How's that sound?
Fucking fantastic. There's a fly in the kitchen, shadow on the room, rising of the smoke, chopping of the wood, turning of the trees, breaking of the ground. The tide is coming in, but it doesn't make a sound. You're crying by the river, you're swearing at the moon, but let's say you do.
Are we done yet?